The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Good afternoon. You're tuned into Ability Matters, the program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. We are one of the longest running disability-related shows in the world, starting as Headway On Air all the way back in 2007 and now brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability support organisation.
Yes, thank you, Sean. Good afternoon, listeners. This is Ability Matters, and I'm your host, Tony Scott, and with me as per normal is my co-host now, Beck. How are you, Beck?
Good. How are you today, Tony?
I'm going great, guns. Thank you. So do we have anything special today to talk about?
We're going to... I'd just like to say, sorry, there was...
Oh, yeah. I'd like to thank Tim for the past 2 hours of his wonderful show.
Through the past day.
That's right, yes. Sorry, Tim, it's kind of slipped my mind there. He's got... No, thanks for the wave. Thank you very much. Okay, yes, continue.
I'd just like to say sorry to yourself because I haven't been here for the last few weeks.
That's all right. That's life, I'm afraid, yes.
Had a bit of an unexpected incident.
Life
with
gets
the
best
seizure,
so yes.
Never had one before. But
so you're first, yes?
Yeah,
well,
whole new experience.
I've had a few in my lifetime, yes, maybe close to a dozen, thereabouts, but it's now controlled now.
Well,
thankfully.
I know now what Alan talks about with this aura thing.
Yes.
I get that.
Funny, I'm not lucky enough to have that. I go from fine to drop dead or drop to, faceplant sort of thing.
I was like, there's something wrong. My eyes are going funny. I need to sit down and...
Although I believe the majority of mine that I've had so far have been in bed, so...
that's kind of lucky.
Yes,
not lucky to have it, but it's
because
good
when you're bouncing around with the metal parts of your bed or wooden parts of your bed, you're very close to bumping your head further against something. Or worse, falling off the bed onto the floor, place plant.
Not the
best place. But then again, they're pillows, so...
I was in the garden bed.
Touche, both the beds, so good stuff.
Broke all the flowers, but anyway.
I like your smile, Beck, beautiful.
I have an interview with Kai Sakabara. I had to learn how to say that.
Sakabara,
I was saying
it
wrong the first time.
That's all right.
And he told me how to say it properly. And he's actually a really prominent BMX rider that was around a few years ago until he had an accident and received a brain injury. So we'll chat to him a little bit further in
I'm just assuming BMX rider injuries would be similar to that in a car accident, maybe? Yes?
Well, no, it actually is quite similar to a stroke. He had nearly everything the same as me. Mine's the right side that's prominently injured, whereas he had the left. So and most people do have the left. I was just unlucky, but lucky in the way because that's where all your language and that is in your brain.
Yeah.
So I was able to get speaking properly again and things like that. But we'll find out a bit more about him and what's going on.
So if I had damage on my left side of my brain, that's why my language was a little bit iffy and robotic in the early days, yes?
No, because your brain is operated... Your body is operated by the opposite sides of your brain.
Different poles, yes.
The right side?
I mean, I was hit on the right side, so the left side of my brain was affected. So that would be what the language was, yes? As you just learned?
No.
Okay.
Left is the right side of the brain. Left is the right side. So right is left. But you would be Googled anyway for a little bit there. That's that snow globe analogy. Shake it up. And
okay, yes. Yeah,
wait till it settles back down.
Fair enough. Good point.
Start working normally again.
But we'll leave that for now. Let's just move on to a couple of songs and we'll jump straight into the interview, shall we? I'm going to open up today's show with some Betty Everett with the Shoop Shoop song, better known as It's in His Kiss, from 1957, although This is 1957 version, which has been kind of updated with a re-recording of it in 1964. So if you're up to
and it even got re-recorded again because Cher did it.
I'm sure it's been covered many times.
Mermaids,
yes,
yeah.
it's been covered many times throughout history, but this is the original version, then just like re-engineered or whatever you want to call it, in 1964. So here we go.
Does he love me? I wanna...
Yes, thank you, Grover Washington Jr. with Just the Two of Us from 1980. It also featured Bill Withers in there too. Okay, so
awesome.
Let's just jump back into the second part of the interview with Kai. Sorry, yes, not the second part. The first part of the interview with Kai. Thank you. What was his full name?
Kai Sakakibara.
Sakabara, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but...
He's going to tell you in a minute.
Okay, here we go.
I called it Sakakibara.
Have a listen, listeners. Here we go.
So today we have Kai Sakakibara. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. Sakakibara.
Sakakibara.
Yes, perfect.
Kind of like a kookaburra.
Yeah, but it's Sakakibara.
Yeah. Sounds good. And I'd just like to say thank you so much for coming down to chat with us today. We really do appreciate that, Kai.
Yeah, that's all right. Hopefully it will be some good for your show.
Oh, definitely. I think that any kind of overcoming of adversity, everyone loves a good news story. So
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I think that you're going to be great.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, so I'll get into some of the questions that we've got for us today.
Cool.
And just feel free to say what you want to say about those things.
Okay.
How did your injury come about?
Yeah, definitely. I've been a professional BMX athlete for many years, and to be honest, I've been racing since I was 3 years old. So
wow,
I know it's pretty crazy when you think about it like that.
That is. That's amazing.
Yeah, and yeah, just from when I hopped on a bike, I've been traveling all over the world, like South Africa, for example, or England, Belgium, anything, and I just loved it. That's why I kept doing it. Yeah, and obviously I got selected into the high performance team, which is
wow.
I know it's I don't know why, but
amazing.
Yeah, and just from then on, I just racing the Olympics. Sorry, racing the Olympics, Paralympics. Olympics, sorry.
You're right. All good.
Yeah. Olympics was a major goal for me. So I was just training towards that.
That would be massive.
I know. And I was so close. It was the Olympic year in 2020, but the first 2 rounds of the World Cup were in Shepparton, sorry.
Oh, good.
Shepparton.
Is that in Victoria?
Correct. Yes. And that didn't go my way at all. So, so I was really keen to go and prove myself again at Shepparton. No, sorry. Bathurst. Sorry. Bathurst?
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Where the car race is?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it was really windy that week, and that's how I ended up coming unstuck and pretty much changed my direction of the sport for my life, pretty much.
Oh, so it was a pretty big crash.
Definitely, yeah. I hit my head pretty hard.
Oh.
And they didn't even know if I was going to make it alive or not. So it was pretty
scary time.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine, but
I'm sure you don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, but my parents and sister and everyone else involved in BMX, it was a really tough time.
I bet. I can imagine. I just have to say something off the cuff, out of the question.
Yeah.
I just noticed we're trackie mates. We both got a trackie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you had to go on a breathing machine for a little while.
Yep. Is that the same as you?
Yeah. I had a stroke, and so I wasn't able to breathe on my own.
Wow.
They decided that's probably going to save me. So
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
it is. It's a massive thing, and it's amazing that they can do those sort of things these days and help people.
Exactly right, yeah.
Okay, so the next question I have for you is, what parts of your brain have been affected since your accident?
Yeah, definitely. I hit my left... Yeah, definitely. My left side brain had been affected. So my right leg and right arm have been damaged. So I can't really...
I'm just thinking, you can tell me if I'm wrong. It sounds very similar to when someone has a stroke and their left or their right side is affected. So because the brain works the other sides of the body.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Whichever side you've had the injury on.
Yes.
The other side's not working that great.
Yes.
And quite short anymore.
Yes. Obviously, my left-hand side, the brain was damaged. So I lost control of the right side in terms of moving my arm and leg. Also speaking. I have gained a fair bit since I crashed.
You sound really good.
Thank you. But yeah, definitely that. And aphasia is you're speaking, but it can't come out, and that's really annoying.
Very frustrating. It's actually something that happens to a lot of people in stroke.
Really?
So yes, they fumble over their words quite a lot because they know what they want to say. They just can't get it out at the same speed that they are thinking of it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's really annoying, but...
Trick for you.
Yeah.
It might sound stupid and it might sound like, I don't want to do that. But singing.
Yeah.
If you try singing, you will find that it comes out a lot more fluent than if you're just talking.
Really?
If it's a different part of the brain that's controlled when you sing. So I knew a guy that had aphasia.
Yeah.
And he could not talk, and I used to let him go because I didn't want to interrupt him. I thought I'll let you go before I jump in and say anything or anything. But he was the best singer.
Really?
He could sing the best tunes.
Wow.
So it might be something that you just be a bit musical with it.
Okay.
So how are you going today? I don't know.
Okay, we'll see.
Tip. You might find that things speed up in the way of improving.
Maybe,
quicker to doing things around the house and your housework or whatever, and you have a bit of a sing.
Doesn't matter what song you sing?
No, as long as you sing.
Okay.
Whatever your favourite.
Yes, that's a good point. Singing, I learned about that. Singing a melody is you can actually speak it a lot clearer and well. That's from the elocution lessons and all that sort of thing. However, on that note there, we can always sing along to this one here too. Status Quo, Whatever You Want from 1979. There you go. Lovely. Thank you, Andy Gibb from the Bee Gees. I Just Want to Be Your Everything from the year 1977. Beautiful little, suppose we call that a love track sort of thing, yeah? A disco love track, yeah, that'll work. Anyway, let's just jump straight back into it. Continue on with the interview with Kai. What was his last name again?
Sakakibara.
That'll do us, yeah. Kai Sakakibara.
Just remember Kukubara.
Kai Kukubara.
Change the front. Yeah.
Kai Sakakibara. Yeah. Sorry for the mispronunciation there, but your words are more important than how we say your last name, so here we go.
So my next question for you is, have there been many changes to your daily living?
Yeah, definitely. I have a support worker who comes in 3 times a week, and who helps with my cooking, cleaning, or driving to places. I mean, I can drive now, which is really good. But
I noticed. Doing a really good job.
Thanks.
Too.
But yeah, it's quite tiring, I guess. Worrying about all that stuff. So having the support worker to do that stuff for me is really helpful. Obviously, driving, I switched from the left hand pedal to the right hand pedal, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does. I think I know what you're talking about, the actual pedals on the floor.
Correct, yeah.
I swapped over, yeah. The majority of people actually have to get that with strokes too.
Oh, really?
I think I know all of the different things that you had to do with your injury.
Oh, really? Yeah. So my right foot just stays on the ground, and do all of my driving with my left.
Yeah.
And also spinner knob.
I have one of those.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yes. My husband has drove me today, but usually I drive myself.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so I had that as well, which is really easy, which is really good.
It's wonderful. I actually found it was a bit like driving a forklift.
Really?
Because you got to go forward to go around the corner. You can't just turn, or you're going to go up the gutter.
Yeah, true.
I learned that the hard way. But I also thought at the time, because I was 26 when I had my stroke.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry about that.
It's all good. I'm here. It's the main thing.
Yeah.
I think I was a bit concerned that they actually gave that to me because I wasn't the best bit of a hoon.
Really?
And I was like, I don't think that you should give that to me.
What happened then?
Oh, no, they gave it to me. But I used to not be so good. I used to hook around the corners and things.
Really?
When I was younger. Yeah. Telling people my stories. I'm not like that anymore.
Okay. You sure?
Don't be scared of yourself. Yeah. So I think that, because I actually use them a lot. They're not allowed to in this country, but overseas, in the Arab countries and all the different countries, and in America, they use it for racing.
Really?
Yeah, to go around the corners and maneuver easier. So.
Oh, really?
That's why I was a bit like, are you sure you should?
Yeah, okay.
But
so you just drive with your left hand as well?
Yes. I was lucky I was born left-handed.
Right.
So I didn't have to, and luckily, because my right hand ain't that quite short anyway, it's a bit of a robo hand.
Yeah.
It was not too much of a stretch to try and do everything again because I already knew how to do it.
Oh, really?
So
okay. Oh, that's good.
It's kind of cheating.
What do you mean?
Well, a lot of people have to learn how to do things again because they're right-handed.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of sidestepped that a little bit.
Yeah, but did you have to take another test to make sure you're okay to drive?
Oh, yes. I had to 2 years with the occupational therapy driver to get the clearance to go get my L's and P's again. So
wow. That's hard. That's really hard.
I think that I went through it the way that by the book. Maybe if I hadn't told people. But, yeah, if I hadn't have said anything, I might have been able to not have to do all that. But
oh, really?
It's a learning curve.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah.
Yeah, so I was considering in your notes, because you've got really great comprehensive notes here for us to go over.
Yeah.
You've converted from BMX into rowing.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more about that. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, when I woke up in hospital, I knew that BMX was over because I just knew. And I didn't know what else to do, really, because BMX was gone, and I don't know, it formed such an important part of my life that when it was gone, I didn't know what to do. But I went into a Paralympic come and try day, and I walked around and see what else was out there, and I came across rowing, and I thought, okay, like, I don't know, I seem to be able to row the boat, and I thought, okay, I'll just give it a go. And now it's been 2 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy to hear you say that you didn't give up on what you wanted to do. You knew you wanted to do something, you just had to try something different.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the future would hold for me. Maybe I might get to next week and I go, yep, Guy, you're done. Or it might be 10 years down the track, I don't know, but... Either way, at the moment, I'm still...
The interview, sorry to cut in there, that's advertising, yes.
Yeah, all right. No, got to play those.
Yeah, no, got to be done, yep.
Yeah, he's going.
And that Kai fella?
Yes.
It just seemed like he was getting on, maybe not revealing, but admitting to some personal imperfections, I suppose, yes?
Oh, I think it was very honest and open to leave himself out there and open for the different things that... have changed in him since he had his accident.
To be aware of them, yes.
A lot of people, I don't think, like to admit that they have issues in different areas with their life afterwards. But he sounds like he's very open with everything.
I know that's how I was when it first happened to me as well. I didn't think anything was wrong with me. I could still walk. I walked with a little bit of a tilt, as I thought of thing, but I wasn't like in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the very, very, very early days, but once I was out of that... So.
No, yeah, it's, I know it myself. I was very adamant that nothing has changed.
Yeah.
I'm still me. My outside shell might not be, but...
that's it, yeah.
And it took a while to actually realise, oh, hang on, maybe that doesn't work so good as it used to. And especially now if I laugh or get excited, I sound a bit like a bloke.
A bloke?
Yeah, go really deep and...
Deeper voice, yeah. Okay.
Talk like a dude.
So I'm more pub type, yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, dude looks like a lady.
Aerosmith, cool, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think to be honest, I think he's quite amazing, and he just shows you the resilience that people have in themselves when they're faced with something that's traumatic like that. And I don't think that a lot of people realise what they can actually do till they have to do it.
So they're faced with the problem, that's right.
So I think that's something that I'm going to be helping people to work on, to have that resilience kind of built in before it even happens.
To try and face their own
so they're aware
imperfections
and ready for it, yeah.
It's not a very popular little topic there, but I think we'll change it up a bit with some Righteous Brothers from the film Ghost back in 1990, even though the song Unchained Melody is 1965. You know, the one with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think we all know this song once we started playing, so here we go. Whoa. There it is. The Four Seasons, I've Got You Under My Skin from 1966. And
yes.
What were your little comment there, Beck?
Yeah, we were just talking in the while the music was on. Frankie Valli, in the movie Jersey Boys.
Yes.
He was actually in the Broadway musical of Jersey Boys as well, because they weren't able to find anyone
like
to go into the movie, so they grabbed
the original
him straight
man.
out. Yeah.
Good stuff. Yes, I forgot to mention that. It's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, but yeah, it's more commonly just know them as the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we jump into part 3, or we got more to say?
No, I think that you might be interested with the last part. He's quite a remarkable young man.
Kai.
Yeah. Sakakibara.
Sakabara, yes.
Sakakibara.
Sakakibara. Like Kookaburra.
So it's kind of like khaki pants and kookaburra mixed together.
Fair enough. I never...
Sakakibara.
Beautiful. And once again, apologies if it's said incorrectly.
I'm pretty sure he's cool with it because he was not too bad. He's like, oh, wow, you nearly got it.
Yeah, okay. No worries. I suppose I have a last name very similar, but not similar to that, but yeah, same deal. But yeah, here comes part 3 of that same interview.
I suppose our next question is you are a BMX champion. Can you tell us more about how you got into that?
Yeah, definitely. It's funny because I actually started up in Ashmore BMX track in Queensland.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was my closest track back in the day. And I loved it, and my parents also loved it because I was loving it as well, I guess.
Of course, they love it. Their kids love you.
Yeah. Within 4 years, I had to move to Japan.
Oh, that's a big move.
Yeah, I know. So I was lucky because there was a BMX track not too far away from where I was staying. So I just continued BMX like I did. And I guess a few years on from that, the World Championships were in France.
Not too far away.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, it's hard. Yeah, exactly. And I came sixth.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. Yeah, and obviously the Olympics hosted BMX for the first time in 2008. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't know what people are gonna think. For me,
you just say whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly right. And yeah, I put university on hold and just focused all of my energy on BMX, and that was it.
Do you know what? That is so good, because honestly, everyone thinks they have to do a certain path and go a certain way, and you've actually decided you're going to follow your dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Do what's working for you, so that's a good thing, I think.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
You do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Okay. What about you?
It's your life.
Yeah. What about you and your life? Were you doing exactly what you wanted to do until you crash or not?
To my stroke.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I did, because I actually didn't go to uni at all.
Okay.
I went to TAFE.
Okay.
I went because I just didn't want to sit in a room, listen to someone scribble all over a board and stuff, and have to try and keep up with them.
Okay.
So I went through the other route where you go to TAFE and do a lot of different things at TAFE, and I was then able to delve into a whole heap of different areas and explore. And I found that more interesting than being stuck in a room for 4 years doing the same thing. So
yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Everyone, I think, has different ways and modes in which they work. So
yeah, okay.
as long as we're doing what makes us happy, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
The next question is, it must be exciting to be training to compete in the Paralympics.
Yes, it will be, definitely. Obviously, I thought BMX was it. Like, I loved it. I trained for it, and I went and did races, and I did actually pretty well.
I think you did amazing.
Yeah, so I thought BMX was it, but when I crashed in BMX, obviously I didn't know where to go after that. Then when I bumped into rowing, I was like, okay, maybe this is another chance at the Paralympics. So I don't know. I guess I just felt like I was getting back on track.
Yeah.
Because it's the one thing that I couldn't let go of is the BMX and the jumps and stuff. And turns out rowing isn't the same, but it's got a lot of same aspects as BMX. So I think I just loved it that way.
Yeah, a lot of competition, a lot of perseverance.
Exactly
right. Motivated, a lot of ticked in the box there.
Exactly right. So I'm not sure how far I can go, but I'm not done yet.
Well, you've got me. I'm cheering.
Yeah.
You can do it. The next question, I suppose, or our last question that we have for today.
Yeah.
Was there a message you would like to share with our listeners?
Yeah, definitely. It goes one day at a time, one moment at a time. Let's go.
Beautiful message. I really like that.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's very inspirational. I think that most people forget that we're living moment to moment and day to day, and they're thinking too far ahead, and they're all caught up in different things, but just take it as it comes and go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
See what happens.
Yeah,
so I'd just love to thank you so much for coming in to talk with us today, Kai. It's been wonderful, and I hope you've had as good a time as I have.
No, thank you very much, and you made it very easy for me, so I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to come back again.
I definitely will have you back again for sure.
Awesome.
We'll hear some more about your rowing training and everything next time.
Okay.
So, I may be in contact.
I agree. Can't wait to have him back. Is that right, Beck?
Yeah, it sounded like he's got a lot of wonderful things happening in his
Certainly
life.
the right frame of mind, yes.
Oh, definitely.
One day at a time, one moment at a time.
Well, I like it because most people only just go that one day at a time, and he broke it down even further.
One moment.
One moment.
Yes.
Because
Powerful.
realistically, we just don't know what's going to happen from moment to moment. So
I've heard that saying
may
many
as well
times.
enjoy
yes.
it while you can.
Of course. So I think we'll just jump back into some tunes then, because we've got maybe 10 or so minutes, maybe a bit over 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going right back to the 50s now with the Chordates, Mr. Sandman from 1954. Then after that, we'll see where we go. Yeah. And yes, that was just Kiss with the song Beth from the album Destroyer from 1976. Something a little different from the band Kiss, I'm sure, but I reckon it's a beautiful little battle thing there. But yes, the vocals are actually by Peter Criss, which is a drummer, who co-wrote the song with Stan Penridge and Bob Aaron. There you go, a bit of a little handful, I suppose, handshake as a collaboration there? Yes, handshake.
Oh, yeah, collaboration, yeah. And I'd just like to say thank you to the lady that gave us a quick call then when we were playing some music. Wonderful to hear your story, and sorry we weren't able to help you out with Kai's information. I think that he might be a little bit younger than your son, so might not know each other personally, might have heard of each other.
Yes.
But you have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you for calling in.
Yes, also thank you to all who have been tuned in so far.